Hi again guys, it's John McGuigan, Glasgow dog trainer, glasgowdogtrainer.co.uk. I'm going to talk a little bit about dominance and pack. And I'm going to call it a theory because that's what it's called, but I'm going to define what a theory is first, and why dominance, the idea of dominance, or the notion of dogs living in a pack and learning as pack animals doesn't hold water. Okay, so first we'll define what a theory is. So a scientific theory is something which can't be disproved by people that are educated well enough to be able to disprove it if it could be disproved. So science starts as a hypothesis. So somebody has an idea that dogs learn by being members of a pack. Okay, they have a hypothesis and they then set up experiments which go to try and show that that's the case. If they can then show that that's the case, then they publish a paper, and that paper is then peer reviewed. Peer reviewing means that people as educated or more educated than the person who's published the paper go about trying to disprove their findings. When they can't disprove their findings, that is then taken as scientific fact until it can be disproved. Okay, so there's that's what a scientific theory is. Okay, so in animal training it's learning theory. Learning theory is scientific fact because to this point it hasn't been able to be disproved. When it can be disproved, it will no longer be scientific fact, and this is how science progresses. Einstein's theory of relativity, the theory of evolution, these aren't theories in the common parlance of the word. They're theories as in a scientific theory. It's something which hasn't been able to be disproved up until this point. So now learning theory is a science of animal learning, which is down to classical conditioning and operant conditioning. The idea of dominance, I'm going to call it dominance theory for the sake of it just now, but it's not a theory, so we really should stop calling it dominance theory. The notion of dominance, or the notion of dogs as a pack animal, which needs to be taught in the way that a wolf pack would teach another member of the wolf, is so flawed. It's been, not only is there no scientific foundation for it, there's scientific evidence that it is actually not the case. It has been disproved, and if it's been disproved, why are we still talking about it? So you can either accept scientific fact as fact, or you can reject it. You can believe in that notion of dominance, but the belief is based on something that there's no evidence for. Okay, so it's a belief. Now, believing in as dogs as pack animals, or believing in the notion of dominance, is the same as believing that the earth is flat. Okay, and it's as clear as that. The earth is not flat. We know that it's not flat. We know that dogs don't form packs. They don't learn by dominance. We know that this is the case. So if you still believe that this is the case, it's the same as believing that the earth is flat. And I'm trying to be as diplomatic as I can about it, all right? It's the same as believing that the earth is flat. Now, you can continue to believe in it if you want, but you're believing something that's not the case. Dogs aren't wolves. They don't behave like wolves do. Dominance, the notion of dominance was based on scientific studies on wolves, which have now been shown to be not to be the case. Dogs aren't wolves. The original idea was based on wolves. We're not wolves. Dogs know we are not wolves, and dogs know we are not dogs. So why are we trying to relate to dogs in the same way as another dog would relate to another dog? So, and I can sum up this in this one phrase: do you sniff your dog's backside when you greet them? Okay, if you believe in the notion of dominance and that you need to be top dog and you need to be the alpha, then you should be getting down on your hands and knees and sniffing your dog's backside when you greet them, because that's how dogs greet each other. Nobody does that, and I'm not suggesting anybody does that. In fact, I'm actually surprised that nobody suggested that they do that. But all these notions of going through your the doors before dogs, eating before your dog does, because it's establishing you as top dog. If you're going to do all these things, get down on your knees and sniff your dog's backside when you're going to greet them. Nobody does that because it's idiotic. The same as it is to accept, sorry, to believe, not even accept it, to believe in any of these other notions. So hopefully that's a little bit of humour, hopefully, that I've put in about it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. I'm just trying to clear up some information about why we shouldn't be calling it dominance theory. To modern dog trainers that accept learning theory, stop calling it dominance theory. Stop calling it that. If we stop calling it dominance theory and stop talking about it as a theory, then hopefully we'll take some of the weight away from it. Any comments, again guys, stick them at the bottom in the comments field, or you can ping us an email, and even ping us an email about other topics that you want me to have a chat about. So hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.